Hey everyone, welcome back. This week's video is going to be back to Destiny 1 again due to the surprisingly successful Destiny 1 video I made last week.
I'm gonna pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Apologies to anyone who did listen to that and was upset by the sound. It wasn't my best effort, but I just wanted to upload it anyway to keep to my schedule, and I was just curious to see how people would, how they would react. Turns out they reacted very well, so here's another Destiny 1 video. This one with more of a specific aim, other than me just kind of going back and looking at everything first time, getting that nostalgia bump. This time I want to kind of, because I've been playing so much Destiny 2, and after revisiting Destiny 1, I want to do a list of the top 10 things I think Destiny 2 could learn to this day from Destiny 1. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please like, subscribe, and yeah, I can keep making these Destiny 1 videos if people out there enjoy them. See you later. Number 1. Okay, so the Destiny Vault system. Right, before I start, I am 100% aware that the Destiny 1 Vault is not perfect. There were many obstacles that were overcome to get to the end point with what we had at the end of Destiny 1, which in my opinion was very good, despite maybe the space being a bit too small. You didn't have many slots, a lot more than we started with, that's for sure. But by the end, you had a basic vault system with a page for armor, weapons, and then just your general stuff, your crap. Destiny 2, as it stands, everything is just piled into the same space. It's hard to find what you want to find. To be fair, there is a sorting system at least, so you can kind of sort them by newest or by weapon type, etc. So it can be edited, which is an advantage over Destiny 1. So I think, in honesty, what we would need, and what I would like, is a kind of combination of the two. Departmentalized, editable, and larger vault space. Number 2. Right, so this one isn't something that I think Destiny 2 could learn from on a systematic scale. I just think Destiny 2 could benefit from Venus. So I think it's the most major destination or planet that hasn't been brought to Destiny 2. It's definitely, to me, one of the most unique looking. It's got this kind of weird blend of sci-fi, post-apocalyptic, foliage, dense, scientific. It's just cool. I don't know. We know that the Vaulted Glass raid is coming back. Whether that means Venus is coming back, I am not sure, but I would definitely think it's likely. I certainly hope so. But yeah, I just think bringing back old D1 locations is kind of a very good compromise for Bungie to bring new content, because for veteran players it's kind of a nostalgia bump. For new players, it's basically a new location. They're not going to have any preconceived notions of what this place is. It's going to feel new to them, and I think it's just a case where everyone wins. Bungie doesn't have to invest in building a new space from the ground up. Not that I think they can get away with that forever. I do think they they do need to bring new spaces. Europa was badly needed, in my opinion. But honestly, looking back, I'm kind of surprised Bungie brought back Mars, before it brought back Venus. Venus just, I don't know, it was just really cool. It's a very cool environment, and yeah, I hope to see it again. Number 3. And while we're here on Venus, my next point, something that Bungie definitely 100% absolutely needs to bring back, is the most important feature that they did bring to Destiny 1, and that is bring it back. I'll buy all the silver in the world. A lot of people will. Free money. Thank you. Number 4. For this next one, I'm not really able to show much. It's more of a menu selection. While Destiny 2 has got a lot of difficulty variations in its Nightfall strikes, which are amazing, I really like that, and the added availability of matchmaking and the lower difficulties really helps out someone like me who can often just prefer to play alone. All good. However, the standard Destiny 2 strike playlist, there's very little reason to go in there anymore, and especially after they've taken out, I don't know how many strikes from Destiny 2 Beyond Light, but I played maybe 10 strikes yesterday and I feel like I got the same 3 strikes over and over again. Bring back Destiny 2 strike playlists, bring back difficulty selection, and most importantly what I'm going to discuss with my next point, bring back strike specific loot. Number 5. With Destiny 1, they invented a strike-specific loot situation, where basically different strikes had certain weapons that were specific to that strike, could only be earned in a special chest at the end using a key. That system was amazing. It meant grinding out strikes became, something that was viable as an endgame activity. You could try to get a perfect roll on your weapon, better stat roll on your armor, and it just gave you more reason to stay in the playlist. The strikes themselves, I think they've improved them a lot in Destiny 2, but the motivation to do them was much better in Destiny 1, so it's another situation where you need kind of a combination of both, and I think we have best case scenario for Destiny going forward. I'm going to jump into one of these strikes, and I've spent a lot of time in this cave over the years, both games. Going back to 30 frames per second, man, after playing 120 the last week on PS5 is jarring, holy shit. I feel like I'm playing in slow motion. Yeah, Destiny 1, while I played the game so much, I feel like I didn't play it very efficiently. I never really went for god rolls or armor sets. I just kind of, just went along for the ride. It was Destiny 2 that really, where I hit the ground running and started to focus on more, technical aspects, that extra final third of the game that you don't really need to interact with unless you want to. Yeah, the moon, I was very happy that they brought it back actually. To be honest, it was maybe my favourite spot in Destiny 1. Still remember loading into that alpha, playing the multiplayer and just thinking the graphics were insane. If only I could see myself now. This is the Gallarhorn for anyone who doesn't know or doesn't remember. It's probably the most iconic rocket launcher in Destiny. But yeah, that was the Gallarhorn. That gun was by far the best gun in the game. It was an exotic rocket launcher that actually went on sale with Zor on the second week of the game, or maybe the first week. Very early on, and basically no one knew what it was, no one had the currency to buy it, and it kind of went unnoticed except for the few who did, and then from then on it just became this kind of cult weapon. There's so many raid groups in the LFGs would say, no Galahorn, no join, which sucked and was stupid, but yeah, that just goes to tell you the importance of that weapon back then. Wasn't there a Destiny 2 Nightmare Hunt for Shadowkeep that basically had this exact same boss fight now that I think about it? I can't remember. Okay, we got him, boys. That was drawn out, not fun, but we got him. See, I got a skeleton key, and this is the chest. Hood of Malak. Nice, that's a specific strike. That's a strike specific piece of armor. Only gotten from here. Looks pretty sick. I'm gonna put it on just for you guys. That's how much I care. Look at that, beautiful. Wouldn't that be cool in Destiny 2? Alright, thanks guys, we did it. Number 6. Okay, so this one, to be fair, is something that I think Bungie are kind of addressing, but that is the subclass customization system. So in Destiny 1, your subclasses looked like this. All these green circles began as grey, or they were greyed out, and as you earned XP, you began to unlock each of these nodes, and in each column of nodes, you picked one perk that you were allowed to activate at all times. This wasn't ideal. Honestly, I didn't enjoy it that much. It's a bit clunky. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. You ended up picking the same perks anyway. They weren't that balanced. But the Destiny 2 system with the different trees where they have subsets of perks grouped together, and you just pick one of those packs. Honestly, don't care so much. But saying that, with Stasis, they brought back a certain level of customization with aspect fragments. That being said, we have 2 aspects and 2 aspect slots. That's not really customization, Bungie, but I'm sure with the new seasons they're going to add new aspects to, to add to that. So I think what we need is to bring a similar system, so the aspect and fragment system from Stasis into our Solar, Void, Arc subclasses, and I think it would add so much to the game. Now they have hinted they plan to do this. They were kind of using Stasis as a tester. Fingers crossed it goes well and we see it introduced to the remaining subclasses over the next year or two or whatever it takes. Number 7. Okay, so this one is one that I can't really demonstrate to you because I don't have a raid team and I'm not in the mood to go find one just for this video, but Destiny 1 raids had hard mode. Now, Destiny 2 has in the past had prestige modes of some of the earlier raids, which are actually now gone because of the content vault. There is only one version of the new Deepstone Crypt raid, which is amazing, but I think it's fair to say one of the more popular community opinions about the raid is that it's kind of easy. That's not to say it has to be super hard, but I think the option of an easy and a hard mode with enhanced loot gains from the hard mode would again improve the Destiny 2 PvE endgame. And these are all things we had in Destiny 1. They know they work. Why they got rid of them in the first place, I believe, at least in terms of the raid, is that they felt with hard mode raids they had to create 2 separate versions of every raid and it was just too much work. Whether they can find a workaround for that, even if it's as simple as just bumping up the light level, I don't know. I think in the past there has been kind of some resistance to that kind of upgrade, it being seen as a lazy move. I don't know what the answer is, but I would 100% be on board for, allowing more options for endgame activities. I mean, think of Empire Hunts, Nightfall Strikes, Nightmare Hunts back in the day. All of them had elective difficulties and they really gained from that. Bring it back, please. Number 8. Now, last and most importantly, the one that everyone, even me, someone who missed out on it first time round, wants to bring back. It's the Sparrow Racing League, boys. Yes, Destiny 1 had a special one-time event where they had Sparrow Racing tournaments. You raced your Sparrow around maps that were, specially created for the event, and unfortunately I actually missed it first time round. I was going through a kind of an emo teenager phase and I didn't want to play Destiny anymore. I felt it was too grindy, repetitive, and I had stepped away for a time. Unfortunately, Bungie decided to release the Sparrow League in that time and I missed out on it and they never brought it back. So I don't even have first-hand experience of all the people crying to bring it back. But my god, I just bring it back. It would be so much fun. We have Halloween, Christmas, spring, summer events every year that are more or less identical. I would absolutely sacrifice one of those for a Sparrow Racing League. Please, please Bungie. Alright everyone, that's it. A pretty short video. I wanted to keep it straight to the point. Not too much jabber in our gameplay. I didn't think it was necessary. Those were my 8 things. Some big, some small, some jokes that I genuinely think Destiny 2 could be benefited by if it brought it to the game. These are all Destiny 1 features, guys. These are all things that we had in the game in 2014 and that no longer exist for one reason or another. And if Bungie is since the split from Activision has less manpower and is relying on bringing back Destiny 1 stuff through the vault system, I genuinely think all of these would be great additions, especially if they spice them up with some Destiny 2 changes. Alright, well, thanks very much everyone for listening. Enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and yeah, let me know if you want more of these. I'm making Destiny 2 videos primarily, but I love coming back here and making these, so if anyone has anything they would like me to do, comment below, and see you next time. Bye bye.